Okay, thanks everybody for joining us this evening. My name is Kerry. I'm with super excited this evening to bring you a very special guest, and we are with Secret Direct. A lot of us came over from a company called 7.2, and this evening we are very thrilled because we got a chance to take a slice of just maybe 20 minutes of this man's time. He's been around the globe, literally. Dr. Howard Cohn, our formulator and creator of our amazing nutrition product, soon to be called Life by Secret, formerly 7.2. He just got back from Japan, and then he went to Canada, and here he is for a few minutes tonight to be able to share with us something that's very, very important, something that's very dear to our heart. If you have noise happening on your background, please mute it. Thank you. Okay. What's happening is that this gentleman created a program called Health Made Simple, and I love the title of that, right? Because there's a lot of stuff going out there in the world today with noise about what's good, what's not good, what's healthy, what's not healthy. There's fads, there's diets. It's crazy. And this gentleman, God bless him, he rises above the noise, and he just straight talk, keeps it simple. And I feel very grateful that he put together a program that anybody can use, any age. Pregnant doesn't matter, young, old. And it's basically, I'm going to tell you, from me, it saved my life. I believe this was the thing that turned my life around about 7.5 years ago, and I'm very, very grateful that now we are in our 8th year with marketing this product and sharing what we believe is a game changer in nutrition. And tonight, Dr. Cohn, I'm going to turn it over to you. My gosh, 30 years in practice. What a phenomenal gift you have been to the human race. Please share with us what's amazing about 7.2, why you created it, and what we're excited about with how we use it and what it can do for our bodies.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, and always an honor, always a pleasure, and you look amazing, so great to see you, and know that you continue to do the right things for your health, and that's what it's all about. So welcome, everybody. My name is Dr. Howard Cohn, as Kerry Jo had mentioned. I run a natural health care center in Southern California called the Cohn Health Institute, where I'm sitting in right now after a crazy day, always, and we have been doing this, is now going to our 30th year, 3 decades of making magic happen here. And it all started here, but it's stretched around many different forms, mainly as 7.2 now, as Kerry Jo had talked about, becoming Life by Secret. And these products have really been around the globe and back, so many different countries and so many different kitchens and living rooms and homes, from the sickest, sick, ill people being fed it through a tube in a hospital, all the way to household name, world-class athletes using it to actually have them perform at a high level. And again, it's all the same product. And as Kerry Jo had mentioned, the world did not need one more protein shake, not one more greens product to take up room on a shelf, not one more, magic pill, but what they needed was something that was simple, that anybody can use, whether they're age 2 or 92 and everyone in between, or if you were really facing a health challenge, or if you really wanted to go from good to great with whatever was going on with your health. And that's what we've done with 7.2. And then for the first 7 years, 7.2 is spread around the globe, like I was saying, from all different countries and avenues, doctors' offices, to homes, to clinics, to gyms, to everywhere you could possibly think. There was 7.2, there was 7.2, with this massive word of mouth about the changes people are happening with their health. Specifically, a program we put together that consists of 4 products and 3 steps, called Health Made Simple, like Kerry Jo had mentioned. So it's really always been that simple. In looking to take this product line to the next level, we like many companies do, joined forces with a company that was always moving like a freight train already in the field of skincare, called Secret, and who has really pioneered the world finding out about the Dead Sea and the healing miracles of the Dead Sea, which we've known about since the beginning of time, where people used to Mecca to the Dead Sea. Now Secret helps bring it around the world, having started in the kiosks many years ago to the tune of 40 different countries, all the way to now having it in a place in this click and order rather than brick and mortar, as they say, so you can actually get these things delivered to your home, like we can with our nutrition. and really turn the tables and change what's happening with people's health. As you know, one need to turn on the news or click on Google and see that we're not getting healthier as a nation unless you're looking at your friend's Instagram when they're making their green juice and advertising that's what they're doing, not knowing they're having a burger, frying a Coke on the way to go make their Instagram post. So the world is still consuming at still a breakneck pace foods that are not good for them. The stress levels that are affecting some people are beyond what they once were 50 years ago, because of the things that we now get exposed to from the outside. When Kerry, Joe, and I met 20 some odd years ago, it was really about educating people about what was happening in their environment, how their air was becoming polluted, even not just outside their home, but in, and their water was becoming polluted to the point of having 2,000 toxic chemicals in the water just in the United States. And that was 20 years ago. It's exponential now. Down to the things that were in our personal care products and our cleaning products, the things that we were getting in contact with every day. And now we're fast forward 20 years later, between all the Wi-Fi's and the Bluetooths and the cell phone radiation and the now 4G, 5G smart meters in our homes, we're accosted by this blind electromagnetic pollution that's running through our bodies on a daily basis. And although it's helped us communicate as a world and become closer, at the same time, it's created immeasurable effects on our health. So much so that, like when we started 20 years ago, we were educating people that they should filter their air, their water, read the labels, make sure they made changes, buy organic, all that kind of stuff. Now it's very popular, but still there's a whole new level of things that you cannot see. So the only chance, because it's impossible to protect you from something that's running through you, even if you turn it off in your house, your neighbors are blasting you from every side. So even if you live in the woods, you're still on some grid somewhere, so you only minimize it. So the goal is to what we call strengthen the host, and which means feed your body the things that it was always meant to have. A clean source of protein, oxygen producing raw green foods, nutrition that helps slow the aging process, as well as nutrition that will help keep your body more alkaline rather than acidic. So when we eat certain foods, or cookies or candy or cake, everything we love, we eat. If we go to work or in a relationship or in a situation where we have emotional stress that's ongoing, all these things acidify our body. If we sit for 8 hours a day at a desk, it's acidifying our body, and a body that's acid decays faster than one that's alkaline. It's just really that simple. And with our products and with what we're talking about, it's not about working on somebody's disease or their diagnosis. It's not about any of that stuff. It's really always been about, if we get people to be healthier, their body's going to function the way it was designed. The problem is it's not always simple. It's not always easy. It usually costs more money, right? Organic foods, or buying something or grass-fed and organic versus going through a drive-through and getting a burger made out of like 15 pieces of 15 different cows on one burger. It's endless what you're shoving in your mouth, and daily doing it, you're going to have a different result. So, it's just palate, it doesn't taste good. If we had broccoli in one hand and a donut in the other, it's usually the broccoli hand that gets skipped and the donut hand that gets eaten. So, and again, so we're ruled by how things taste, and you mush all that together, and that's kind of what we're doing every day. So our goal was to make it simple, easy, cost-effective, and great tasting, palatable, so that people can get this kind of nutrition in their body. At our health center, if you've ever been here, we have over 2,000 different nutritional products from 100 plus companies from around the world. It's just chaotic, the amount of things that we have here, not because we like to have inventory. The reason we have it is that people come here from all over the world with health issues, the craziest of things, and we always need exactly what they need for the predicament they've allowed themselves to get into. Well, after doing this for 10, 20, now 30 years, it's very easy to see that, man, if we can just get people to do a handful of things, they may not end up in an office like mine or a hospital or somewhere else. So again, there's no guarantee. The only guarantee is that if you do the right things, you're a better bet. And so what are those right things? So we created step one of our Health Made Simple program, which I'll show you. It consists of, there it is, our 7.2 protein shake. You have vanilla, you have chocolate, that's what they look like, and you can mix them with your raw greens. There you go. That's what they look like. Now, Again, what's different about them? I already have something like that I get at Costco, or my friend has a company where they sell it and I'm in their group, or whatever the thing is. That's all great. And if you're having beyond stellar results with your things, keep doing what you're doing. But most people are not. And what we want to do is create something that no one ever had to apologize for. Ingredients you can understand the label, everything that was 100% organic, everything that was gluten-free and dairy-free and soy-free and whey-free and nightshade-free and sugar-free, all the things that you know it's supposed to be, but yeah, your friend's thing or the thing you're buying is not 100% any of that. So that's what we created for everybody. We want to make sure the greens were raw, never heated above 105 degrees. We wanted to make it taste so good you could eat it out of the container, even your child would do it. And really that was the goal, and we've accomplished that goal. And that's step one of our Health Made Simple program. Step two was this little gem called Recovery, little bottle, and it's a tablet. Forever in Japan, there was talk about something called molecular hydrogen. There's just like there's the Dead Sea, there's the caves in like Mexico and Germany where people go and they go to Mecca there to sit in this cave and breathe the air and drink the water because it releases something called molecular hydrogen naturally from the earth. And people, when they're in this environment, everything seems to heal. And hydrogen's a gas. It will go right inside your cells within seconds, way different than taking a regular supplement that has to be digested by your body. And so through a lot of great science and wisdom and smart people, we were able to get it in a tablet. So, you know, rather than having alkaline water, we have to drag around that releases molecular hydrogen and have to spend $6,000 for a machine. We now have the experience in a tablet. And, you know, molecular hydrogen has been described in peer-reviewed medical journals as a miracle, a scientific miracle. Now, I've read a lot of medical journals, probably more than most people on this phone or on this Zoom, and I usually don't ever remember seeing any scientists calling something a miracle. So it is that amazing. It's a super selective antioxidant. It helps your body function the way it was designed. And if something hurts on you, there's a good chance it won't, or it'll hurt less when you take it. If you're an athlete looking for increased performance, it will outdo everything that you're doing. It usually does. From the first time you use it is usually the time you say, I'll never not use this again. I'm always going to be using this product for the rest of my life. So that's a lot of people. We can talk for hours. Did I disappear there? Wanted to make sure that you guys had an experience of that. That is the one product we say, if you try it, you're usually going to see something amazing happen. And then step three is this thing called Alkaline Booster, which we take before we go to bed so that we'll sleep like a baby. So people take the Alkaline Booster. What happens when we eat acidic foods and we're stressed in our life, we lose alkaline minerals. When we put the alkaline minerals back, our body's able to function the way it was designed. So even if we did something stressful that was recreational, like drank a lot of alcohol or ate a lot of heavy food or did some other stuff, if we take these things before we go to bed on an empty stomach, we get up in the morning like whatever we did the night before never happened. So it has become a fan and cult favorite around the globe. People that have this Asian flush, Asian glow, which if you don't have to even be Asian to have it, but if you have, it's more common if you are. Actually, 25% of the planet has this problem. It's over a billion, close to 2 billion people, that if you have even a sip of alcohol, have a red flushing reaction, people take their alkaline boost, they don't have it anymore. So it helps your digestion, helps you sleep, helps you do all that stuff. When you put these 4 products together in these 3 steps, magic happens with your body. That's what happens. So things that people thought they'd have to live with forever start to actually function. Again, we don't treat anything. Your body just gets replenished with the things that it's missing, and it gets some minerals that are alkaline minerals help balance out what's going on. So it's this concert of things that work together, which create the stories that you hear over and over and over and over again. Now, another thing is we have what's called the Weight Loss Made Simple program, which is exactly the same program. You just have an extra shake in greens, either at lunch or dinner. Why? Is because we eat alkaline foods, our body lets go of fat. When we eat acidic foods, our body stores fat. It's really that simple. It's just a question of doing it, okay? So that's a big deal. And so we also had another product called Curb. A lot of people like that. Helps curb your appetite from the cravings for sugar and salt, which are 2 things when we get home from a long day. Maybe you right now are mowing some chips while you're watching this for your salt cravings, or sitting down to some ice cream or cookies or candy or cake for your sugar cravings. So that's why Curb was created. So you won't do that anymore because that's not good for you. Okay. And we had created one more extra green caps so you can take more greens because you can't have enough oxygen, right? It's not as much oxygen in our atmosphere anymore. When you eat green foods, that's where you get your oxygen from. We could live like a month without food, a week without water. We can't live 6 minutes without oxygen before you are, being put in the ground. You're having tubes put in you only to be pulled out of you. So it's a lot easier to have oxygen through your body, especially when we're all dead. So that is our program. So I've been using it in this clinic as well as clinics around the world, as well as every possible thing you possibly think of. We've had it in that world. So rather than continue to hear me talk about it, because it's like I created it, so it's like my baby. It's like if you talk, everybody was, look at my baby. Don't you love my baby? Right? Everybody loves their baby, and their baby's more beautiful than ever. And even though our baby is amazing, why don't we hear from other people that actually like our baby? I'm just teasing. So I know that you had some friends and people that you share these products with that want to share about their results of that. So why don't I throw it to you so you can share what is going on with them?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. And the first person I want to go out to is out in California, Brenda. I think you may have to unmute you on your side. I have you unmuted on my side. And if you can share with us your experience, go for it.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right. About 3.5 years ago, I was introduced to this nutrition line, and I was looking for some solutions for some health issues that I was having. And I was hearing about recovery, and my story with recovery is that I was an athlete growing up. I played competitive sports. I ended up becoming a PE teacher and a coach, and I've been doing that for 30 plus years, a very long time. And after all that time, my knees and joints had really taken a beating. So at the time, I was doing cortisone shots. I was on a knee brace. I was doing physical therapy. I was taking not only prescription medication, but over-the-counter medication, just kind of to get through my day. So when I learned about recovery and that it was safe and that it was natural, I thought, what have I got to lose? So I decided I got the whole pack. I started feeling some positive changes in my health. But I really noticed in the first couple of days how much better my knees felt. I had a little more flexibility. I was more agile. Even just getting out of the chair was just so much easier. And I thought, wow, is this really working? So I made the decision to go off all my other meds, and I used just recovery exclusively. And 3.5 years later, that is all that I'm using. And I'm so excited about that. It's kind of given me my life back. I'm getting through the day comfortably. I'm able to do the things I want to do. I've joined a softball league, play drop-in volleyball, and of course it's the senior league now, but I still, I wasn't able to do that 3.5 years ago. And I really believe that recovery has really made a huge difference in my life, as well as the other positive effects of sleeping better and having more energy. Helps with some of my digestive issues that I had. I've lost some weight. It's just really feeling good is what it's really all about. Awesome. And I'm just super thankful for the products. And Dr. Cohn, I just thank you personally and so grateful for your inspiration and your passion to bring this product to the world, because it's just really been life-changing for me. So I love it. And if you're looking for changes in your life, you know what do you got to lose? It's just been awesome for me. So thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Brenda. Yay! Don't you love hearing that, Doc?
I do. Dog has a testimonial too, and was sharing as well.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm in the bedroom, so it's like you're still going, who are you talking to?
They want to be on the Zoom.
I know. Well, you got 4. You got to do something,
All right. Good deal. Well, thanks for sharing, Brenda. I want to go now to the Midwest, and if you can mute your stuff, that would be great. And I got to go find our friend Corey Hawk out in Iowa. I have unmuted you on my side, Corey, if you want to unmute yours and share with us what's been happening. You're brand new to the organization and using this product just recently. Share with us what's been happening in the short period of time you've been on the product.
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So last fall I had some surgery. I was off for a few weeks. Gained some weight sitting on the couch, eating too much food, not being able to do anything. And was looking for a solution after I went back to work, and my pants didn't fit and nothing was comfortable. And I found this. I jumped on board, and within, I don't know what, 5 weeks now, maybe 6 weeks, I've dropped 30, 35 pounds that I had gained at that point in time. So hopefully it keeps going from here.
What are you using? What product are you using? Everything?
Everything, the whole program.
Okay.
Also, the recovery seems to help with my joint discomfort from work and bowling, activities that are hard on you. If I notice anything coming on that it's not so much there from taking it throughout the day, I pop a few extra and it disappears. Also seen with headaches, you can use that instead of ibuprofen. That works pretty good. Takes it away pretty quick. So I just love them, and thank you.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Corey. That's awesome. Yay. Love it, love it, love it. So Doc, you just keep helping people across the globe. And there's one more lady out here, if I can find her. There she is. And this woman you know well. She's been with us for several years, and she's had such a major impact in her community with helping other people feel better. And it's been such a blessing to help us grow our business and really make a positive impact in the world here. Judy Stalkop, share with us what's been happening since you've been taking the product.
Thank you, Kerry, and thank you, Dr. Cohn.
Hi.
Hi. I just know that my passion today is stronger than it ever has been before. And I love this company. I am grateful that there was someone that showed up in my life, and literally, I've even heard Dr. Cohn say there's someone taking a knee asking for something that would make a difference in their life, and that was me. It was crazy after a definite health crisis, and I found myself struggling. I was in truly a crisis, and it was a great friend who came to me and actually called me one morning and said, you know, I'm using a product called Recovery. And I quizzed him and asked a few questions, and the main question was, is it drugs? I was already on drugs. I was already taking medications for the situation that I was in. And he said, no, it's not. And I'm having great results. And, you know, it was, in fact, it was you, Kerry, that we talked about the life before and the life after 7.2. And this was the life before 7.2. I didn't know that I was even doing anything really wrong. I thought I had pretty well life under control. I'm a very busy lady, I guess you would say. I'm very, that may be mildly someday, but not as busy as Dr. Cohn, I guarantee. But that being said, I was desperate for being able to realize that my health had to change. And it was a friend, like I said, that brought me the bottle of Recovery. And within a week's time, I realized some definite changes. And I called him and said, okay, where do I get more of this? I'm going to run out. And it was Carrie Joe and Oscar that showed up at my store and said, this is the story. Well, I wasn't looking for any other business. My sister and I have an interior design business. We have been very involved in that over the years. So that aside, I wasn't even looking for a direct sales business. Heck no, that wasn't on my radar. And yet at the same time, I realized that I had a story to share. I had a story and a life-changing event because of this amazing company. And, you know, the changes that have gone on in the last few years, and well, probably the last couple of years, really, as any relationship is, it's not always easy. I am the first to admit that. And yet I am telling you that who will listen to me is that I'm not a quitter, and I never have been, never will be. And because of the passion and the vision of Dr. Cohn and the great leadership from Secret, am I grateful? Absolutely, I am. Would I be here today and in this position without 7.2 and the Secret world? No. Does it mean that in the growing of a business and a second business, really, do I work it into the crannies of my day? Ask my sister. She knows. She knows what it's like. We love what we do, and I love what I do. The impact of making a difference in people's lives, in their homes and businesses, actually, too. And yet, when it comes right down to it, the amazing feeling that it is when you get the phone calls that say thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for taking time. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for these 7.2 products. They are life-changing. And that's because of people who are committed to making a difference.
Yep.
And I am grateful. You know that, Dr. Cohn. I am grateful to your passion, your vision, and the willingness to share with all of us and make a difference in our lives. Thanks, Carrie Jo. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Judy. Back to you, Dr. Cohn, to wrap it up. Oh my gosh, go ahead. This is amazing. Thank you.
So I don't know if much more needs to be said. Obviously, you know, we're not trying to get somebody into something or trying to sell something to somebody. We're really trying to make a difference in people's lives. You can see on this call, has had something amazing happen for them, who can't imagine their life without it. And like Judy had alluded to, that people do take a knee in prayer every night, hoping someone somewhere will share with them something they'll make a difference in their health or their life. And for really hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people, this has been it. And there are so many more, millions and millions and millions more, that may live and die without ever knowing that things could have been different than they presently are. And for so many people, this is that. And the only way they're going to know about it is good people like you tell them. And if you're looking at this for the first time, definitely get with the person who invited you on this Zoom call, because it starts at home. Meaning, like, a drowning person cannot save a drowning person. It's hard for you to actually share with somebody with something that you're not doing for yourself. And once you start doing it, you can't stop, because once you build your health, you never want to go back. And in China, they say, don't wait too thirsty to dig a well, which means it's easier to stay well than it is to get well. So I implore you, do not wait until you get in a position like many people have, where they are trying to claw back their health. It's so much easier to stay well. Get on these products, see what it is to go from good to great, and see what happens with your body. It's 100% money back guarantee, everything to gain, nothing to lose. The only thing you have to lose is the thing that you're complaining about, that you think help you with. So I want to thank everybody for taking their time. Thank Carrie Jo for putting this on. Give my love to Oscar, and enjoy your evening or day or whenever you're watching this. And grateful for what you got, and just know it could always still be better. So look forward to hearing your story in the future and seeing you on one of these Zoom calls. So take care. God bless, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cohn, for taking the time. Thanks, everybody, for being with us this evening. And go out and have a great rest of your night or the rest of your day if you're watching the recording, and get with that person who invited you out to pay attention to what we are talking about here with Health Made Simple and Dr. Howard Cohn. Mwah! Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, bye. Thanks, everybody.